Number one easiest way to attract more money, more prosperity, more abundance. Watch your bank account grow, watch your abundance grow, and watch your feeling of freedom and confidence grow using the law of attraction in this one technique. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and this will change your life. It definitely changed mine. So there's an old principle, and the old principle says this, that the things that you measure increase. The things that you measure increase. So the things that we're focusing on, that we're measuring, that we're quantifying, show up more in our life. And I think there's a lot of reasons behind that. One, psychologically, we're showing our subconscious mind that this thing is important. So we give it more subconscious energy and more subconscious focus. And so we tend to see it grow and speed up in our lives. And I think the other obvious thing is that we're giving it the necessary attention. So we're doing the things necessary to see it start to increase. It starts to feel more real. So the same is so for money. You know, I read about this principle, and so I said, okay, well, what if I start tracking my money? And in the last 12 months, I made 5 times more money than I did last year, which is crazy. In 1 month, I almost made more than I did the entire year last year. And it happened when I started tracking my money. So you can pull out a sheet of paper, one sheet of paper. There's an app that I use. It's not my app. It's called Lucky Bitch. Excuse the language, but that's just the name of the app. And it's free, and you can track on that too if you like to use technology more. I like both. I like to use paper more. So I'll write the month. Right now is November. I'll write November at the top, put a line through, and then I'll number every day of the month. And I'll start tracking every single day of the month how much money I made. You know, so whether you make $1 during the day or 10 cents or 0, and the next day you make 500, you put it in on every single day of the month. And at the end of the month, you add it all up. If you do it on paper, if you do it on that app, it'll actually do it for you. And you start to track it. And the crazy thing is, I've done this with a lot of my clients. I did this with my fiance, Ashley, who went from, you know, making $1,200 working 60 hours a week managing a clothing store to this last month making 11 grand as an artist, 100% off of her art. And she quantifies it to the same thing, is that I've started to track it. So you're showing subconsciously that the thing is valuable and important. So if you want to manifest more money, more freedom, then the first thing to consider is that it's important to start tracking it. So you can get that app, or you can pull out a piece of paper and start to track it. So comment down below if you're actually gonna do it. Or there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna say that's a cool idea. Well, there's a big difference between being interested and being committed. There's a big difference between being interested and having more abundance in your life, which most people are simply interested in it, but then they aren't committed to it. And the result is, when they're not committed to it, they blame the government, they blame their boss, they blame the taxes, they blame everything outside of themselves for why they don't have it, you know, or they blame their genetics or their past, or I'm just not smart enough or good enough. And when you actually commit to it, you'll start to track it. You'll start to say, okay, I made this much, and you'll see over the span of 6 months, you will make more money than you did the last month before you started. So start tracking it, because what you measure increases. And if you're having trouble, if that feels like a weird idea around money, download my free success hypnosis at jakeshypnosis.com down below. I've used it for years to retrain my relationship with abundance and prosperity, so I could offer more service to the world, so I could impact more people, and I could have more prosperity come into my life. I've given that for free to like 50,000 people from maybe 85 countries, and there's miracle stories every single day that we hear about people changing their relationship with it, getting a raise the next day, some new money coming in the next week, like out of nowhere. So download that, jakeshypnosis.com. Press the subscribe button in the corner. Be sure that you hit the subscribe button, because I'm bringing positive messages to your phone, to your computer, wherever you watch every day of the week. Hope that you have an awesome day. Comment where in the world you're coming from, and if you're actually going to do this, because what you measure increases.